Okay, this is case study 8, analyzing and reporting variances in schedule and cost, or group 2. My name is Asena Tapavalu.
Hussein Sura.
I'm Roy Glover.
I'm Mackenzie McCraw.
So for our agendas for the presentation, we'll be doing the case study overview and then move on to the answers and questions. For the overview, it's basically a continuation of case study 7. CEO Al Gray personally chooses 6 team members for his metrics management task force, and the team prepares a list of benefits of using the metrics that are all agreed upon. John, the team lead, states that the team must stay focused on measurable attributes of the project performance to make more informed decisions and to prioritize establishing the metrics rather than all of the other things that were listed. So they first have to decide what they're gonna do versus what they're able to do. In reference to their business metrics, they measured their market share, profitability, cash flow, and others. For innovation metrics, they're a lot more detailed. They cause more resistance than support, and engineers do not want constant supervision, and they need freedom in order to create. So the innovation metrics are going to be a little bit different from the business metrics that have previously been measured. So marketing metrics was met with resistance. People felt that it was a waste of time. They were using a lot of their valuable resources doing the measurements. Executives wanted different sets of metrics. The software updates for information systems took a lot of time. And updating the metrics were made too late in order to make improvements on the projects. So on the left, we have figure 1, which shows the differences between financial and project-based metrics. The team realizes they can't use the marketing expertise to develop project-based metrics because their metrics will be more complicated and they'll be unsure if they'll get them done in a timely manner. So they came up with 4 questions. What metrics should we collect? How will the metrics be measured? How will the metrics be reported? And how will management react to the information? So the team will focus on the first 2 questions and interview their people to come up with a list of metrics after this meeting. So for the first question, is there a relationship between capturing of best practices and the development of new metrics? I said yes. For capturing the best practices, you're basically looking through company history and identifying their successful projects and why and how they became successful. And when you're developing the new metrics, you're using those best practices that were found as a sort of a guideline for future projects. And yeah, so it can basically create a more efficient process for all of the projects to come.
For question 2, is the makeup of the team correct? And should someone from senior management also be part of the team? For part A of the question, the team is constructed correctly. They're evenly divided. Everybody in each section understands the job and the task at hand. But as far as someone of senior management, they should be included in the overall of the team, just so they can have a good checks and balance. They can be on the same page, and the end design can all be the same. The measurements and the statistics can be all on the same point.
Okay, so for question 3, I think every new process at the beginning is opposed. There will be negative thought about every new thing that needs to be implemented. However, is for them to convince the audience that the new process that they want to use or they want to implement it is good and show how it works and what outcome it can bring to them. for them to not think that Matrix is a spying machine. Okay, so for question 4, I think yes, the 4 questions asked by John are correct because he tried to know what was the issue, how it could be fixed, and what are the methods that he could apply to them to fix it. So his approach were good toward the issue. So I think the 4 questions asked by
Okay, for question 5, what metrics would I include in my list to be appropriate for the innovation projects? I put accuracy of plans because if a plan isn't accurate, it can make you go all the way back to the drawing board. Estimated time of completion so that you can know what date that you're going to be done by, so that you know your team can have a goal to work towards. Efficient use of materials, and then R&D fact checkers, because research and development can take a long time and people may go over like, you know, certain things that are important. So just some people to go and check their work to make sure that it was done to completion. I think that would be good. So thank you so much. This has been Group 2's project or presentation for case study 8, analyzing and reporting variances in schedule and costs. And we'll see you in class next time.